Alright guys, you might know that I don't really like doing unboxing videos, but that is what we are going to do today. These two boxes contain the knives that will be live on the website. Wow, that was stupid. Live on the website Friday, I believe I said at 6 p.m. Central Time Zone, 1800 hours. If I'm wrong about that, then I'll just put a little note in the doggone description. We have boxes. That is something that I have not had for a while. I'm kind of surprised to see that. But if you guys like boxes, then we have got them. So we've got jackalope here, two jackalopes, natural burlap micarta. I'll pull those out for you so you can see them. And couple adventure crafts with black micarta. I'll pull those out for you so you can see those, and then we'll get to the next box. Now when you receive your box, if you purchase one of these, the labels will all be busted because I signed the certificate of authenticity when we do boxes, and because I throw stickers in. So expect that will be cut. This is what you can expect, but it will be signed and you'll get stickers in there. And then this is pretty much our basic offering, and these are going to be the most affordable here. Black micarta, black hardware, black kydex, and a dull stone-washed finish. These are not the near polished stone-wash finishes that we do, and a square spine. So when you get an adventure craft, if you want the most affordable option, and you don't really care how the knife looks, you just want to try the knife, or carry the knife or whatever, or this is what you like, that is our most affordable option. These will be available at exodusknifeandtool.com. Now, good night. Hey, shut up. These are not exclusive to Exodus Knife and Tool like some of these other options are or will be. These can also be obtained through retailers because that's our standard distribution color scheme. And this natural burlap micarta, it's not our standard, but you can still find them at some retailers. This is still a more standard option here on these jackalopes. So this isn't just, natural burlap. So White River does a lot of natural burlap, and this is such a nice handle material. This would have been a very premium, considered a very premium handle material just a few years ago. Now it's about one of our standards. As a note, our kydex, if when you get it you feel like it's a little bit stiffer than you are used to, it's meant to be that way and it will break in. But because it's better to have your kydex be really stiff at first and then be ideal once you've used it for a while, rather than sometimes being perfect when you get it and then after you use it for a while it's a little too loose and you lose your knife, right? That is that. I really love their burlap. It's just good stuff. A little tight here. All right, so those are going to be our two most affordable options in this drop. If you noticed, there are only two of each. So this drop is not about being a standard drop or the most affordable drop, generally speaking. That's coming in a little bit. We're dropping all of the knives in A2 steel with some more standardized options, and those are going to be meant to be more affordable, of course. And these are not. They're just bottom line. A lot of these are custom option knives that the options that you're going to see on these knives were very, very expensive. Expensive handle materials. I've got some prototype handle materials in here. I've got some, I bought and imported some materials from Ukraine that were custom handmade. So, you know, it is what it is. There's a time and a place for your really expensive knives that are fancy for people that like that. And there's a time and a place for your most basic knives for the people who only care about the performance, or who are just getting started, or who are tight, or whatever else. There's a place for that as well. Now, if you think that you are one of the more basic knife type people, and then you get your knife, and then you realize that you want to make it fancy, then I'll have accessories available to you so that you can upgrade your knife so that your little basic knife can then be very fancy. We have some sweet Exodus 4 scales here. Check that out here. I've got a couple of knives that came in here with no handle scales, so I'm going to be putting scales onto these knives. Which scales am I doing for these? I think on these orange blades, I think I'm doing the trout scales. Or did I have something else wild? I don't know. There's gonna be some wild... Oh, these might be Mammoth Cave National Park scales. Mammoth Cave National Park map scales. If that's the case, you know, I don't remember. We're open boxing. I'll have to go back through my notes. Some cool scales here. This extra sheath. Okay. The other thing that we have... Perfect. Good. The other thing that I have here that I'm going to work towards... This again, no hardware, is, you know, I offer a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and no matter what, I'm just always going to want to do that. Now that's on standard options, just so you know. So if you buy a knife with really, really delicate mammoth, ivory, whatever, you buy a really special edition knife, it's not realistic to think that you're going to get the same thing if you break it. You're going to get a standard option knife, a standard option sheath, a standard option part. And that's kind of a little bit of the downside of how much custom work I try to do. I try to really give people a ton of options for the brand. And so that created this need for a caveat for our warranty. All right, so this is an orange blade. This is a prototype handle material from Current Composites. All right, made in the USA. This is a rag G10 that glows in the dark. I do not have a lot of glow in the dark stuff left. They always sell quickly. This is a very expensive handle material. It is going to be more expensive. They always go fast. So if you are one of those guys, and there's a lot of you, and I am one of you, by the way, who's jonesing for glow in the dark, be quick. Join the subscribe list. Follow on whatever social media. Make sure you've got the time right. Be quick. And how this works, by the way, I guess I should mention this now, how this works. What I do is I list all of the knives on the website, but they'll say out of stock. So I'll have them all there. You can see all the knives and all the options. Then when the time hits for the drop, then I go through and I update the quantity, which in this case, the quantity will be pretty much one each, except for a couple where I've got two or whatever. So there will be a bit of a rush. It might be kind of difficult. It's a lot harder to do this when I've got items that I have one of as opposed to 2, 5, 10, 15. We're just gonna have to roll with it. All right, this is really cool. This is one of my favorite combinations here, and with a sheath that I'm really excited about. This is orange Cerakote, natural burlap micarta, tan topo kydex. That's freaking rad. That's fantastic. Here's one that I am really excited about, but it's not going to get to you quite as you're going to see it here. I ordered some special in the waistband loops. This one will get navy custom made by the Wizard Forge. I think I'm going to put a link to him in the description box below. You can't buy my stuff from him, but he's a custom knife maker who makes fantastic knives, and he does really cool stuff with this rubberized webbing material. Biothane, I think it is, in a lot of different colors. And so this is going to have a navy blue biothane strap on it with the red Cerakote with the mottled red kydex. Now, all of this is my custom handmade material from Stabilized Empire in Ukraine. All of there's 4 of these different knives that I'm going to have here, and these are a teaser. I'm going to do an entire drop of these, all with custom kydex, all with custom straps from Wizard Forge. They are going to blow your mind. They're going to be so sick. Seeing these in person, I am just blown away by these. Dang, these are sick. All right, now the other ones that we have, I have 2 of those, you'll see. These I have clear kydex, orange Cerakote, and our crazy Ukrainian handle scales. And on these knives, the strap that's on here from Wizard Forge will be neon, blind your eyes, burn your retinas out of your head orange. They're just gonna be amazing. Man, I'm excited about that. Like this, brighter than this orange. By the way, I'm wearing my Reef Knives shirt because I love Reef Knives. So, if you are a knife nerd and you're not familiar with Reef Knives, check them out. They are absolutely top grade production knives. I won't get into another knife brand and some drama behind that when I talk about Reef right now in this video. But, needless to say, Reef is pretty top of the heap. Of course, along with White River themselves. Okay, so, another cool thing that we have here, this is an orange Cerakote, burlap micarta, this wild camo on the custom kydex sheath here. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out of the baggie. I hope that all of my 14 minutes in, I hope all of this footage hasn't been ruined by the plastic bags. Now I'm dreading that that's what's going to happen. That's kind of part of what I hate about doing an open boxing is like, I'm not going to rebox and retape and fake open boxing. So if everything up to here has been ruined, that sucks. You know what, just in case it has been, let me just pull this boy out of the bag to show to you. Because if there's one that's really gonna have people flabbergasted, it'll probably be this one. Goodness gracious, that's beautiful. Look at that. So all of these that I'm showing you right now that I didn't show the box, they're not going to come in a box. They're going to come in some of my custom hand-stamped packaging, a cardboard envelope, and that makes shipping easier and shipping on the road easier and everything else. This is unbelievably cool. So what we did here, guys, I've been dry on product for a little while. I had scales. White River had some knives. I was like, guys, what if you don't mind, can you just throw some stuff together for me? You know, my sheaths, your sheaths, the handle scales that we've got. And I told them I try to always be easy, and trust me, the guys at White River Knife and Tool, not only are they passionate knife people, not only are they an awesome family run business, they are patient, because I give those guys hell. I'm telling you. I'm not the easiest guy to work with. As you can see by all the stuff that I've invested in, I've got very particular taste, and I think that makes me difficult to work with. But I do, knowing that, I do try to be easy. So on this run, I said, guys, let's throw my custom scales on there, and let's go. When it comes to colors, instead of giving them a big long list, I said, let's just do doggone Baker's Choice, Chef's Choice. Make me some knives here. So this is exciting for me too. I like this more than I would think I would. I love this Kydex. Holy crap. All right, natural canvas micarta. Now I used to do a lot of natural canvas micarta, and we'll do more in the future, but I had silver hardware. The black hardware really takes this handle material to the next level. I love it. Orange Cerakote Coyote Tan sheath. That's so exciting to me. That's just fantastic. It's really hard for me to not want to keep a bunch of knives, which is why as a rule I don't keep any. All right, so this is such a good color combo. I'm pulling this out of the sheath here. OD green, natural burlap micarta scales, OD green topo sheath. One of you guys is going to get this, and your jaw's going to drop. You're going to be a lucky guy or girl. Just for the record, this is actually maybe going to sound weird if you don't know me, if you're new here, whatever. Anything that I've ever done my whole life, all of my businesses, all of my apparel, everything about me, I've never had very much. Women have not been interested in my businesses. All right, my colors, whatever. The Adventure Craft is the only, and the Jackalope both. The Exodus Knife and Tool, I'll say, is the first thing that I've ever done in my life where I've had a lot of women buy them, really appreciate them. My t-shirts and apparel, which by the way are in stock at exodusknifeandtool.com, I sell a lot of those to women at shows. This is maybe is the wrong terminology, I don't know. I love the shirts. They're freaking so cute, but in like a woodsy kind of a let's go adventure way. So so let me just add this in there. The guy or girl who gets that is going to be freaking lucky. And I've never had to say that before. And you know, my YouTube analytics are like 0.06% female. Well, Now this is absolutely wild. Orange Cerakote. Look at the number of colors here. Now, and then red mottled Kydex. Now, here's another thing about how much of a pain in the butt I am for the guys at White River. So, you know, I send them a lot of handle material. I have a lot of these visions for future special editions and stuff like that. And sometimes I just send them onesies and twosies of handle material that I really like. I go to Blade Show, I see a handle material that really speaks to me. I pick it up, I send it to them. When they run handle scales, they'll run some of it. Sometimes, you know, I've been sending them handle material probably for 3, 4, 5 years. Sometimes I see handle material and I'm like, when did I buy that? That's freaking sick. I'm trying not to do this to them as much anymore. I'm trying to buy whatever. Anyways. Whoa. All right. Orange Cerakote, orange Kydex, lime green and orange canvas micarta, and this is a very soft micarta. I saw, you know, obviously I knew this was coming, but seeing it in person, that is some wild stuff. Did I buy it? When did I buy it? Man, I don't know. It's sick though. All right, this is some more of our glowing rag G10 from Current Composites. Clear Kydex on this one. Just orange and neon lime glowing yellow. Just man. All right. Orange Cerakote, orange Kydex. This is Burl G10. This sold really well at Blade Show. Wild material, and it won't show on camera. I know I've tried, but there's like a carbon fiber layer in this that is kind of shiny and metallic, separate from everything else. And it is a G10. It's not a micarta. So I won't talk too much about the differences in my opinion between G10 and micarta. Most of you watching this will probably already know and have your own preferences, but for a G10, that's really, really cool. This is wild. This is orange Cerakote, orange Kydex, and carbon fiber with orange liners. I know that there's a carbon fiber cult of you dudes, you crazies out there that follow me, that are very into carbon fiber, and it is sick. All right, so we've got some layered rich light here. Orange Cerakote, OD green, topo, and rich light. This is like a green, yellow, black rich light. Very cool. Our other crazy Ukrainian scale. Man, this stuff. I'll pull this out. That's good. So, my next run's going to be way bigger in time for Christmas. All of these are S35 VN, and what I'm doing is an entire run of my knives in A2. I love super steels. It's not what you expect I was going to say, I'm sure. I also love my simple high carbon steels. And I love earning a patina on a blade. And there's a long story that goes way back with Exodus Knife and Tool about that. We're going to leave that for now because that's not what this video is about. But I'm super excited about that. So the next run's going to be a lot more knives, but it's not only going to have my knives in A2, we are dropping a new model. So be expecting this sometime around early October, the Mutant. We've had Mutant prototypes. This will be our first run of production Mutants. This is my favorite. This is the last knife of the video. It's my favorite one. Have you heard of the band Striper? The 80s Christian hair metal band. They're still making music, by the way. It's pretty good. This reminds me of Striper. Orange Cerakote Clear Kydex and crazy Ukrainian neon zebra yellow. It's not fully yellow. You'll see we've got some orange and red in there. Man, that's sick. This one, you know what? I might reach out to Striper and see if they actually want this one. So it might not go up on the website. We'll see. I would send this to them if they wanted it. It is that cool. That's wild. Okay. So I went on to a ramble earlier, and like usual, I forgot the point of what I was saying. My warranty, I'm able to do my no questions asked lifetime warranty on standard items, standard options. So if you have a non-standard item that breaks, a handle scale, the knife itself in the color, whatever, I'll replace it immediately, the whole knife or the part as needed, with a standard option. And I'll have a lot of standardized options here, and that will be very clear by the end of the year. Now, part of what makes that easy to do that is how awesome White River is. So, for instance, these Dymolux scales here, these are a warranty scale that's going to be going out to a guy shortly. His broke. I'm hooking him up. I do intend Dymolux to be a standard option. But the other thing that I'm going to do is, you know, White River, they are a manufacturing company. So I'm running my brand kind of like a custom knife company, and I love it. And I feel very blessed that a lot of you guys love it as well. But with that being said, they're not always going to have everything in stock that I want right away. Sometimes I have to wait for the next production run or whatever. So what I'm going to do so that I can make sure that I process warranties faster is all of my standard options. I'm going to buy every single piece of my standard options in a small amount. I don't get a lot of warranties, and I'm going to keep them on hand in stock at all times. When I get dry like I have been lately, people are going to be begging me to buy a knife. Is there any, can you find one on the back shelves? It's going to be really tempting for me to be like, yeah, you know, I've got the parts for them. I could put one together for you. I'm not going to do it. So when we have a warranty issue, I can handle it immediately. Now, I intend to sell knives while on the road, while on the go, while on adventures with the camper, going around the country, possibly dropping off some hidden knives that someone's going to find for free, merch, gear, meeting people, having fun, having adventures, and I'm going to be selling knives the whole way, dropping my knives into USPS boxes. That's part of why I went away from the boxes and to my custom envelopes, was so that I could drop them in any box at any time that I find, whenever. I'll take my warranty items with me. You have something break, and guys, our warranties are very few and far between. But when you need them, I want to take care of that immediately. So that is one other thing that I'm going to be investing in the near future, is the parts and things to be able to handle any warranty claim immediately, all the time. Well, I guess this is the end of the video, guys. These will be on ExodusKnifeAndTool.com this Friday. That would be the 5th, I think, at 6 p.m. Central Time Zone. And this will probably be the most stressful drop I've ever done because of how many ones we have here. Like the 2 Ukrainian scales with the same kydex and the same scales. I'm not going to put the quantity as 2 and just list that once, because the scales are different enough that I'm going to list both of them individually, probably as number 1 and number 2, in quantities of 1. This might be my most stressful sale ever if my website decides to have issues. And I'm really terrified of my website having issues and overselling. And if that happens, I will handle it to the best of my ability, absolutely as quick as possible. Lord willing, everything goes smoothly. I don't think I've had any issues for a while, so hopefully we are going to keep it that way. All right. Yeah, so a couple of these you didn't get to see because I'm putting my own scales on them, my Mammoth Cave scales and stuff like that. So excited about that, excited about everything, really. That's what I've got for today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck through all of this, I should have put a warning at the beginning of the video saying, you know, put your settings to 1.5 speed or something like that. But I'll think of doing that next time as a way to be courteous to you guys and your time, because I know this was an extremely long video. But I'll talk to you in the comment section below. I hope to see you virtually on Friday. If you want to meet up in person, let me know. I will be around at Georgia Bushcraft in Watkinsville, Georgia in November for the fall gathering. Come meet me there. It will be the coolest event that you ever attend. It's my favorite one. That's all I got. Talk to you later. Have a blessed day.